Hey guys, welcome to this week's Hot or Not. We are going to be talking about new products at the drugstore that are hot, that are not. I have some really insanely good things to share with you that are totally budget friendly, of course, because this is drugstore makeup. And I also have some products that I absolutely do not like. I'm going to share with you why I don't like them. I've been having some bad makeup moments testing out some of these products. It has not been cute. Let's actually start there because I don't know why, but I thought it would be a great idea to wear the foundation that I don't like in this video, so that maybe on screen you could see that my face is a little more blotchy than normal. It's not as flawless as I would like it to be. And this is a new foundation that has been pretty hyped. I mean, I keep seeing it online and I got suckered in. I wandered down to Target, I picked it up. We are talking about the new foundation from Sonia Kashuk. The bottle looks so high-end. This is the Soft Focus Satin Matte. So this is supposed to have a demi matte finish. To me, it has more of a natural, almost glowy finish. It actually took quite a lot of time to dry down. It was a little bit frustrating. It blends really quickly over the skin, but it's kind of blotchy straight away. So you'll have oddly more coverage in one area than another. And that's using a beauty blender or an artiste brush. So I've tried it both ways. I don't like this. I don't find it to be really buildable. So you're kind of stuck with a medium amount of coverage no matter what you do. And I just don't like this. So I had to let you guys know it's $12.99. If you were curious about this, it is medium coverage, not matte. Yes, I appreciate the packaging. I appreciate that it's in a pump, but I don't like the formula. Also, as an added kick in the gut, it oxidizes like crazy. It doesn't just get a little bit darker, it actually turns quite orange. And I have tried the shade 3. I've also tried the shade 2. Both of them do the same thing. You guys, I found the closest thing to MAC Fix Plus at the drugstore. I got this at Rite Aid. This is new from Pop Beauty. This is the Makeup Magnet Mist. Now you might think magnet means that it's like an all-nighter, that it's gonna make your makeup last longer. To me, that's not what this does. This is a glycerin spray. This has caffeine, aloe, glycerin. It's very hydrating. It is very energizing to the skin. The mister is really nice on here. It's not like large droplets are getting all over your face, which usually is my big complaint about drugstore setting sprays. This one says it makes your makeup last longer. I don't think that's the case. What this does is take down some of that powdery look. If you've powdered throughout the day and you're like, ooh, that was a little too much, you can spray this on the face. It's gonna bring everything back to life. You can use this with your highlighters or metallic shadows, or you can just use this to refresh the skin whenever you feel like it. And it's a great misting spray. I really am surprised how much I love this. This right here is $10 of absolute fabulousness. This is a glitter that is just so extra shiny. I think this is beautiful. This is not for someone that wants a natural look at all. This is really kicked up a notch. This is the Pure Pigment from Pop. This is in Crystal Glitz. You get a ton of product for 10 bucks. This reminds me of the Wonder Woman collection from MAC. God, how many years ago was that? But this reminds me of a pigment that they had that was limited edition. I used to wear it all the time. I mean, not all the time on the weekends, all the time to the grocery store, because I don't know, I used to be a little more adventurous with my makeup in my day-to-day routine, and I thought glitter was appropriate 24/7. And hey, if you're there in that part of your life, you do you, wear your makeup how you want to wear your makeup. I now am not as comfortable, in my 30s wearing glitter to the grocery store every day, but not that I just go to the grocery store. Why is that always the place that I say in my day-to-day, I'm going to the grocery store? I do other things, okay? But my point is, I don't wear glitter 24/7, but when I do, it's something that is like this. Okay, we're getting really here, there, everywhere. I apologize. I'm having coffee in the afternoon. That was probably a big mistake before filming, but it is what it is. I cannot believe that for 10 bucks, this is just fairy dust. You could really top coat that on any of your eyeshadows, anything that needs a little extra kick. It's that silvery finish that really can be layered on so many different products. So I think this is a winning item. I love it. I know I kind of really hated on the new Pop palette on Monday. The setting powder for under your eyes, I hate that product, so don't think that I'm just pop, 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 but they have good items that they're launching as well. I have one more Pop item. Let's just get to that while we're here. Pop Beauty also brought out liquid liners that are expensive for drugstore. This, when I say drugstore, Rite Aid has kind of revamped some of their drugstores. Walgreens has done the same thing where they carry like higher end brands. It's kind of crazy. So these are up there in price. They're $14, but I love them, especially this brown one. They do dry metallic, so don't think that this is a matte liquid liner by any means. Normally when I'm thinking of a good liquid liner, I like it to be completely matte. That's if I'm going with a black liner, but if I'm looking for something to accent or be a fun pop of color, then I actually don't mind it being metallic. But look how even and smooth and rich that color is. I'm gonna show you the purple one as well. Really, really pretty. Really rich purple. The blue one, not really a big fan of. This was kind of disappointing. I mean, you can layer it up, but who really wants to do that with a liquid liner? It's just not giving me enough. So I would say with these new launches, go with the darker versus the vibrant neon ones. J-Cat Beauty brought out their Lipfinity Matte Lip. They are kiss-proof lipsticks and they dry your lips out to high heaven. Yes, they are only $4.99, but I'm gonna say pass just because the formula is really uncomfortable. It's very patchy. You know, it's really too bad. And then you'll wait till it dries, you'll put another layer on top and it will move the product around. So I'm just not a fan of these new Lipfinities. I love J-Cat Beauty's eyeshadows. Those are my favorites from their brand altogether, but these ones were a pass. I do have highlighters that I am totally like gushing over. I cannot even believe how much I love this from Pixie Beauty. This is from Target. This is Peach Honey, and technically it's a beauty blush duo, but you open it up and you can see this is like highlight, super highlight. What I will say about this though is when you swirl the brush that does come with it, that is actually incredible quality, you swirl the brush in, and I'm gonna do this just in my monitor, no mirror, but when you put it on like blush, it is so freaking beautiful. It gives you a little bit of warmth and pinkiness, and it just gives you a ton of shine as well. Whenever I have worn this, everybody around me is like, wow, your highlighter looks amazing. And I'm like, actually it's blush technically, and I rubbed it all over the apples of my cheeks. So there you have it. This is an awesome new launch. So, so good. And the brush is great too. I love it when they actually put, you know, a good brush in with the product instead of like the little applicators that really you're thinking, what's the point of that? So this is something that I actually keep together. LA Girl Cosmetics came out with strobe powders and I am so impressed. They are $9 a piece. These were sent to me. I am gonna swatch up my arm and do an insert where you guys can see all of these gorgeous colors. I have the shade 130, 110, 50, 30, and 20. And they are all equally gorgeous for $9. Do you know what they remind me of? Anastasia Glow Kit. Like they actually have a very, very similar finish to the original Glow Kit. So if you're on a budget and you need something to really give you that strong strobe highlight, but you don't want to spend, you know, 50 bucks on a quad palette, this is absolutely going to be the same quality. They wear beautifully. They are not chunky at all. The darker shades could be used as eyeshadow. Actually, all the shades can be used as eyeshadow. I'm just really impressed with how vibrant, bright, light catching, and super metallic these are without being chunky. Wet n Wild brought out these ombre lip duos, and I just think the formula is atrocious. I do not like it at all. The color on this one is so pretty that I was like, yeah, that's gonna be great. Sisters in Charms, this is the name of the duo I have in my hands right here. It exaggerates every fine line on your lip. It is just one of those weird textures that like does not want to sink in and become lipstick. It just kind of wants to sit on top and just hang out in all the wrong ways. So I'm gonna say this is a pass. Stick with the Mega Last color icons, like the $1.99 ones. Those are still some of my favorites. 903C will always have a special place in my heart. That is one of the best drugstore lipsticks of all time. Sleek Cosmetics came out with this new Hidden Gems Eyelust eyeshadow palette. The packaging is so pretty. Like I could just stare at this packaging all day long. I think it's really, really well done. This is a drugstore brand over in the UK. So I wanted to include something for my audience that isn't just here in the US. You're like, hey, screw you, I don't have Target. So I wanted to talk about Sleek. I love their highlighters, by the way, and some of their eyeshadow palettes are so gorgeous too. So I was really excited about this, but it ended up being quite the big fail. These just do not, there's no pigmentation to them at all. Just look at this. Look, there's really nothing there. I'm pressing pretty hard too. I would just pass, even though I know that the packaging is gonna grab you and you're gonna be like, gem tone, jewel tone eyeshadow, I love it. I don't think it's worth the hype. What I do love is this right here. But look at that. Now that I can get on board with, I can get excited about. So these are cream highlighters. This one that I swatched first is called Smoky Quartz, and that has more of a golden champagne tone to it. And then we have a more pinky toned that is called Pink Opal. So gorgeous. So forget the eyeshadows, go straight to the strobing cream, use it on your eyes, your inner corner, the high points of your face, just strobe everything, your shoulders. It's gonna have a lot of purpose, and the texture is nice and whipped and creamy and blendy and beautiful. This is really cool. I am super curious about this launch. I want to try more of their skincare products. I haven't seen much at my local Target, but I picked this one up, and this is from Beauty Counter. It says, at Beauty Counter, we strive to achieve undetectable levels of heavy metals in all of our products before we bring them to the market, which is kind of scary, actually, when you think about all the makeup you use. You don't want yucky ingredients in them, but that's really not always possible. I'm not saying that I'm like on a crusade to use natural only makeup, but I think it's absolutely so awesome, especially if they have this at Target, that you're not just at Whole Foods shopping a brand that, I don't know, maybe doesn't feel as chic and fun. Do you know what I mean? Like, I love that a brand like this is launching and it feels really fun, elegantly packaged, but you're not dealing with any of those harsh, yucky ingredients. So this is a duo. This has a cream blush called Hibiscus, and actually I really enjoy this as a lipstick too. I think even more than I enjoy it as a blush. It's a beautiful color, really rich in pigment, really smooth, very long wearing. I would dare you to try this as a lipstick. And then this is the Gloss and Peony. And this is actually what I'm wearing right now. It doesn't give off a ton of color, but it does give off a ton of shine. It really cushions the lips. It smells kind of like vanilla, but not the yummiest vanilla. I'm gonna go ahead and say that. There's something a little bit almost sour about it, which kind of had me going, If you're sensitive to things smelling weird, that gloss smells a little bit weird. The cream blush does not, but I actually like the way the gloss feels, and I think it's very hydrating, so I'm going to keep using it, and I like it. I think we're at about a 50-50 here as far as what I love and what I don't love, but these are all the new products that I have seen. I actually haven't seen a ton of brand new displays. It's like newer items are just kind of popping up secretly, like here and there, and you kind of hear about them, but you kind of don't, because this is a lot of new stuff, but I haven't been seeing any big ads or campaigns or anything like that. So if you guys know of other new products that are launching that you want me to do a review on, please let me know in the comments. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys all tomorrow. Mwah.